Hey, what's going on, Jaganauts? It is Jaga or Jay, and welcome back to CrazyCraft 3.0. Now, guys, I want to say that if you guys did not see last episode, I would highly recommend going back and checking it out before today's episode. The reason being is today's episode is kind of a continuation on from last episode. Last episode, we looked at the very basic start to the Witchery mod, like the Witch's Cauldron and the Witch's Oven, which is downstairs. Now, this mod can be quite confusing if you don't know how to do it from the beginning. So if you didn't see last episode and you don't know what's going on, make sure you go back and check it out before you watch today's episode, because it kind of links in and we're going to need everything that we learned last episode. We're going to need it for today pretty much. So guys, that being said, let's get started with today's episode. Like I said, I want to continue on with the Witchery mod. This mod is so cool. You can do so many cool things with it, but it's just very, very complicated and confusing. But today I want to have a look at some of these poppets. Now, these poppets are pretty overpowered and pretty strong, and you can do some pretty awesome things with them, and they all have their own different abilities. So as you can see, Earth Protection Poppet, Water Protection Poppet, Fire Protection Poppet, they all have their own abilities, and today I want to take a look at the Death Protection Poppet. Now, this item here, it literally protects you from death. It's kind of like the Slime Pet, but I think it's stronger, or it's pretty similar. It's just that you get like a whole bunch of these guys. So in order to craft them, it's just this recipe here, but it's a bit of a twist, so it's not as simple as it looks. We need a poppet. In order to make a poppet, we need to find some Spanish moss. That is where the Mutandis comes in from last episode, so we're continuing on from that point there. We also need some bone needles, which thankfully are quite lucky to craft, but that's about it. That's about as easy as it's going to come, I think. So if you have a look, we need something called a diamond vapor. Now, in order to make this diamond vapor, I need to make a distillery. Now, the distillery is not too hard to make. We find that was just here a moment ago. The distillery is not too hard to make at all, but in order to power the distillery, we've got to make something called an altar. Now, this is very hard to make. We've got to get Exhale of the Horned One, which luckily we already have. We got that last episode. And we also need to make, what was I making? Oh, the altar. We also need to make the Breath of the Goddess. So that's actually quite easy to make. I thought it was a little bit harder, and that gives you 3. So we got to get 6 of them to make the proper altar. So let's just basically get right into it, and I'll try and explain along the way. But yesterday, as you guys know, we did a little bit of a witch's ritual, I would say, where we put some water in the cauldron here, and we did a bit of an experiment, I guess. Not really an experiment, just a little bit of a little ritual, I guess you would call it, or just a recipe where in order to make this Mutandis, you need Exhale of the Horned One, the Mandrake Root, and an egg. So we're just going to chuck that all in, and I'll quickly show you guys what happens. It makes this pretty cool little particle effect, and it spits out 6 Mutandis. So I went ahead and made some more as well, but I just want to get a little bit more just to be on the safe side. Okay, cool. So if you guys don't know what this stuff does, it's a little bit complicated, but basically Mutandis mutation, what it's going to do, it's going to mutate any kind of grass into different items. So if we right click, it just turned it into Ember Moss. Now, I think I may have just needed to have broken that with some shears in order to pick it up, but let's go again. So that just made a mushroom. That's fine. Let's go again. That made an oak sapling. I will pick that up because I probably need some of that in the future. Now let's grab some bone meal the grass for a moment. Get some tall grass happening. But what I thought I'd do with this area is maybe build like a greenhouse. I think I do want to make like a decent sized greenhouse. Now, obviously I'm on the edge of a cliff, so I can't build too much of a decent greenhouse, but hopefully it can be some kind of greenhouse nonetheless, just where we can kind of leave double tall grass. Can we mutate that? No, we can't. Let's mutate. I don't want double tall grass. I want... Okay, so it looks like maybe it has to be separated, or we just got mad lucky. 3 in a row double tall grass. Are you kidding me right now? Have I broken? Oh, I'm hitting it with bone meal. My bad. I'm hitting it with bone meal. I'm supposed to be hitting it with Mutandis. Let's hit it with bone meal. Mutandis rather. Okay, cool. We got a birch sapling. I actually do need to chuck that into the witch's oven to try and get a, what was it? The drop of vapor, I believe. I have been experiencing a little bit of lag also on the server at the moment. That's why I've left all my doors open, because they were taking like 20 seconds just to open the door. It was quite insane. Okay, so fingers crossed we can turn the birch sapling into the item we needed, which was the Breath of Goddess. Yeah, cool. Now, they don't always... Okay, sweet. Awesome. That worked well because they don't always have the ability to work first time, but luckily that one did. Now, let's just quickly time set day so we can make it daytime. It looks a bit prettier. And let's keep going. I can't believe I was hitting that with bone meal. I was like, what the fudge is going on? Oh, we got a sunflower. Okay, I think we got a sunflower. Anyway, Mutandis, mutate me. Another birch sapling. I really want to find something called Roman sapling. Awesome. I needed that. Great, I did actually really need that, which is excellent. So I needed that for the Roman wood. Now I'm just going to go plant this over here and bone meal that to death. Maybe you can't actually bone meal that. Do I literally have to wait for that to grow? Apparently I do. Oh no, there we go, sweet. A little bit of server lag, but yeah, sweet. Let's just toggle that down full as well. Don't really want any of that. Okay, sweet. So that worked really well. So I don't think... Yeah, cool, we don't really need any leaves, but what we want is this wood. Now, I need to clean out my inventory. It's quite messy at the moment, but this Roman wood is going to be really, really good. We need that for the altar, I believe, or we need it for one crafting recipe. So whichever one we need it for, we now have Roman wood, which is excellent, because it's the only way you can actually get this tree is by the Mutandis mutating grass and turning it into the Roman wood, which is the Roman sapling, and then getting the tree, which is the Roman wood. So it's really, really cool. That is the only way you can do it, which is hype as hell. Let's just get rid of a bunch of this useless stuff that I don't really want. Actually, I probably need that later on. I should probably make a bit of a witchery mod chest. I think I should do that. Do I have any spare chests in here? Perfect, we do. Let's just put this chest over here for now. I do kind of want like I'm thinking like a witch's hut or some kind of build for this as well, where we can do like all our experiments, or like all our rituals rather. We'll keep the Mutandis on us, put the bone meal away, put the exhale of the horned one away, put all this stuff away. Let's just put it all away. And that should be fine. Okay, let's keep using the Mutandis for a little bit longer until we run out. I want to try and get the green moss, I believe it's called. I'm pretty sure that's what it's called. If we have a look, I need it for one of the items. I think I might need it for a poppet, actually. Was it the oh no, I need it for a normal poppet. Yeah, I need the Spanish, it's the Spanish moss, not the green moss. The Spanish moss, I need it for a normal poppet, and you need normal poppet in order to make a death protection poppet, which doesn't show the recipe unless you scroll across, which is this. Geez, I really wanted to make the death protection poppet today, but I actually don't know if I'm going to get time to do it today, just because there's so many little different elder sapling. Sweet, I'm pretty sure I also need that as well. I put away my bone meal, so what we'd do, we'll just pick that up for today. Sweet. Oh god, I need my bone meal. Actually, I should be able to find some more grass around here somewhere. Cool, and we're getting more Roman saplings, which is excellent. So in the future, if I need some Roman saplings, it'll be all sweet. I'm experiencing some mad lag, unfortunately. I don't know why. I was experiencing some decent lag before, and now I've got some mad lag. I don't know what it is. I think I might need to restart the server, maybe? I'll give it a go in just a second. We'll see how we go. If it keeps stuffing up, I'll have to restart the server. But let's just pick up the Roman saplings. Still haven't found this green, or not green moss. I'm going to call it the wrong thing if I don't double check. The Spanish moss. I'm not going to get that wrong again, hopefully. Still haven't found the Spanish moss. I do think it's quite rare, but I didn't think it was this rare. Although the, oh, come on, server, do it for me. Do it for me, baby. Do it for me. No, guys, I'm just going to quickly restart the server, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I just restarted the server. Hopefully, we're not going to experience too much more lag. I think it should be good, but fingers crossed we don't get any. And just before I restarted the server, I noticed that the last thing we hit with Mutandis actually turned to Spanish moss. So this item here is the Spanish moss that we were looking for. Now, you have to hit this with your shears, otherwise you'll break it. So make sure you do that. Now, the problem is we still need another one. And I actually didn't realize that you can hit the same item twice. So that's something good to know for the future, but we just run out of the Mutandis, so that's a little bit unlucky there. But I don't actually think we need anything else in before I'm wrong and we have to check it out. But let's see. So in order to make the death protection poppet, I need to get 2 Spanish moss for a normal poppet. That's okay. In order to make the poppet, I need the distillery, so I need to find out the recipe for the distillery. We just need some attuned stone, which is the whiff of magic, which is the Roman sapling in the witch's oven. Sweet. We do have a few Roman saplings left, if I do remember, so that's cool. I'll just pick up some of this. Yep, that'll be fine. I just got some of the fish just for my ocelot pet because I remembered I was cooking it, and just needed some coal as well. Now we'll put a Roman sapling in there, and we'll get one of the whiff of magics. We'll get one of those going so we can make the... Oh, fudge. That's just for the distill... Oh, okay. So it's not even... That's not even 100%. I completely forgot. We just got to try and get lucky with the Roman saplings in the witch's oven. Hopefully we can stay up all night to get absolutely lucky with this one. Nope. Didn't seem to get lucky with that one. Dude, the bottles only get used up when you get an item that goes in a bottle. Interesting. I thought they were getting used up every round, but does not look like it, which is pretty cool, I think. Hopefully we can get it out of these ones. Otherwise, I need to double check to see if there's any more Roman saplings on the ground from over here. One. Okay, so we're still lagging. There's two there, which is good, but we're still lagging, which is a little bit unfortunate. Yeah, I guess that's the word we'll go with for today. It's a little bit unfortunate. I don't know why we're lagging. I was lagging before, and then it went away, and now it's back, and then I restarted the server, which usually kills the lag, but now it seems to be worse than ever. So hopefully we can get a whiff of magic out of these ones. Otherwise, I'm going to need to make some more of the mandrake. More of the Mutandis, which I need some mandrake roots. Please tell me I have some more mandrake. I've got one more mandrake root, and I've got 4 more exhales of the horned one. Come on with the whiff of magic. Yes! Oh, lucky last. Perfect. Excellent. That is great. That is exactly what I needed. Shoot. But in order for the distillery to work, you need to make something called the altar. Exhale of the horned one and the breath of the goddess. Wait, I've got one of those, don't I? Yes, I do. Sweet. So what else does I need? Oh, boys, we're pretty much ready to, if that's just a water bottle, it is. Sweet. So we're pretty much ready to go ahead. Oops, didn't mean to do that. We're pretty much ready to go ahead and make some altars, which is really cool, because I need that in order to power the distillery. I'll explain it all in just a moment once we've set it up, but I need a water bottle, which I'm hoping I've got some down here. Cool. The door opened first time, which is excellent. Before it wasn't opening. Instant damage. Fudge, no water. What about this one? That looks, yep, that's instant damage. Cool. I think I should have some glass up here. We should just be able to make a glass bottle in before I used up all my glass on the aquarium. I did. Oh, I could just chisel that glass, but I honestly thought I saw some down here earlier. In before, I'm wrong, and it's not actually down here. Was it over here? No. Don't do this to me. I swear I saw some... There it is. Cool. I was almost blind, but I saved myself. So let's grab that. The only thing with this texture pack is the fact that it doesn't actually show the glass bottles. That's the only thing that kind of annoys me with this texture pack. But that's not too much of a big deal. We're just going to have to go ahead and deal with it for now. We'll turn the tap on, get some water. We've already got some water. Sweet. So, bottle of water. It'll appear in my inventory in a moment. I'm pretty sure we've got everything we need in order to make some... Oh, I should probably fill up a second one because we're going to need 2 lots of the crafting recipe. That's the altar. I was like, what the hell is that thing over there? But that's just the altar we got from the Pac-Man a few episodes ago. The only thing with this lag is that it's not letting me turn on the tap to get more water. It'll probably be quicker to run outside to my unlimited water source. Yep, I think it actually will with this lag. God dang it. I don't understand. Like, my Australian internet is bad, I'll give it that, but it's not that bad that it doesn't let me do stuff on the server. But anyway, we'll deal with that another day. Let's try and grab... Yes, no. Almost had everything I need apart from the stone bricks, which I may have a few of. Yes, I do. We're going to need 8 of them. Let's just grab them real quick. I said 8, not 9, and just put these away for now. Cool. Let's craft this. Let's craft the altar. This thing is extremely tedious to make, and I'm missing something. Oh no, I just didn't hit the right thing. Let's just go like that, and boom. Maybe I am missing something. Or maybe we just got to add it in manually for this recipe. Maybe it doesn't work with the Witchery mod stuff. Let's see. And before I'm missing something, I'm going to need another Breath of the Goddess because I needed to make 2 of these. And cool. There we go. The Exhale of the Haunt one. We can make 3 of those. And I need to make another Exhale of the Goddess. I think that's what it's called. Let's just put the oak sapling in here. Where's the oak sapling? birch sapling rather, not the oak sapling. Let's chuck it in here. God, this is so tedious. There's so many different steps. I am loving it, don't get me wrong. It's kind of like a brain teaser in a way to try and get everything done the correct way and like the easiest way, but it is very, very tedious. And the fact that we didn't get a 100% drop rate with that birch sapling means I need to go chop down some birch trees. So many steps, so many flippin' steps, but that's okay. We'll grab our axe out. I know I could have done it with a chainsaw, but actually, maybe I couldn't have done it with a chainsaw. The chainsaw would have chopped down the entire tree, including the leaves, and not given me any of the actual saplings. So, I'm gonna have to go ahead and do it this way. Let's, we should have probably slept, but I'm just gonna, for the sake of it, let's just time set so we get a better viewing experience for you guys. Now, where are some birch trees? There they are. They're over there. They're over this way. That's cool. I love the minimap. It's such a good feature. It helps me out. Makes instead of flying around aimlessly trying to find some birch trees, we can just go to a spot where we know there's birch trees. So excellent, excellent, excellent. I believe it was over here somewhere. Yep, we should be coming up on some birch trees from the sky. It looks like these are birch trees. And I was correct, sweet. And the dang lag taking a little bit of time to load in the world. Honestly, I know I've complained about it a few times today, but the lag today has been like next level, and I'm honestly not a fan. Like the wood's not even breaking. Is that an unclaimed inventory pet chest? I can't even open the dang chest because of the lag. Okay, oh, it was an unclaimed one, and it was... What pet was it? I don't even know. What pet was that little guy? It was the crafting table pet. Okay, cool, cool, cool. That's fine. We don't really want anything else there. Unless it had some birch saplings, which I wasn't even paying attention to. Let's just chop down some of these trees. Try and get some birch saplings going. Or we get lucky. Oh! First one, we got absolutely lucky. Sweet. Although... Now that I think about it, we should probably take a few items. We should probably take a few birch saplings home just because it's not 100% drop rate and we may get unlucky with the first couple. Okay, apparently I can't put a chest inside the backpack. Let's go. Can we try and get some more birch saplings? I would have loved to have made the death protection poppet today. I would have loved to have made the distillery today, but apparently this mod is so tedious that it just takes a long, long time. That's okay. We can keep looking into it. I probably won't do tomorrow. Oh, maybe... I'll see. I don't think I'll do 3 episodes in a row of the Witchery mod, but I'll have to see. Probably not, guys, but we'll have a look. If you guys really enjoy it, then I can maybe do a 3rd episode. It's just that it's so tedious, and I didn't really get time to prepare for all this stuff off-screen, which is a little bit unfortunate. I wasn't really expecting to need these birch saplings, which is a little bit annoying. There we go. We got a few more, which is... How many, honestly, how many do you think I'm going to need? Probably should have kept it in my inventory, though. That's probably something I should have done. And for now, we don't need the chest, so we can just get rid of that. Oh, God. The flippin' lag. Just drop that. No! No, don't drop the thing. Don't... Oh, my God, guys. This is extremely bad. I might try restarting the server again, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, we are back and I'm hoping that we have beaten the lag this time. It seems to be running okay now, and I went ahead and I grabbed a few of those birch saplings and I came back home and I put them in the oven, and we did get a few of the Breath of Goddess, which is awesome. So now we can go ahead and finish off making the altar, which is really, really good. And thankfully we also got a second Breath of the Goddess, because I'm pretty sure we're going to need that in just a moment when we try and make the distillery. But let's just quickly craft this item, the last 3 pieces of the altar. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm like, what was that thing that I was crafting again? That's right, the altar. So let's just go ahead and do that. I think that's everything in there, so why isn't that working? No, there we go, sweet. So there we go, the last 3 pieces of the altar is crafted. Sweet. So this is basically how you need to use the altar and the distillery. I'm going to use it outside because basically the altar gets its power from the environment. Any kind of trees or any kind of, I'm hoping saplings and stuff will give it its power. So if we place it down here, I think this will be the best place for it. You know that it's going to be completed because when you place all 6 in a formation like that, it gets a red carpet over the top, and if we right click on it, it's now got 538 power, which I'm pretty sure if we put it in a desert or something, it would have like 200 or like 0 or something. I'm not too sure, but yeah, it's getting some decent amount of power from the saplings, which is actually really, really good. When I make the greenhouse here, it'll get probably a bunch more power, and what you need to do, you need that to power the distillery, which we're going to craft right here, right now, pretty much. Now, I do need to make something called the Attuned Stone, but just while I was taking a cut there, I went ahead and got I got a lava bucket, so we could do it pretty much, because you need a lava bucket, and it looks like the lag may have returned, which is not the best, so I may have to wrap up today's episode in just a moment, unfortunately, guys, while I try and work out what's going on with the lag, unfortunately. But let's craft this. Oh, fudge, what is that? Please tell me it's something that I already have. Please tell me it's something that I already have. Maybe it's actually not something that I already have. What is this? The Whiff of Magic Roman Sapling? No, sweet. That is something that I already have. Good. That's the... Wait, no, is it? The Whiff of... Yes, we've got one, thank God. I was actually very worried for a second that we didn't even have the Whiff of Magic, but let's craft that real quick. I've got a diamond in my backpack, so we can go ahead and do that. I think it might be the backpack mod that's also giving me a bit of lag at the moment. I'm not too sure, but anyway, hopefully we can open the crafting table GUI, graphical user interface. There we go. Cool, I think we've beaten the lag for the moment. Where's the Whiff of Magic? It's already in there. What was the last thing? We needed the bucket of lava. There we go. So there we go. 1 attuned stone. All of that just to make the attuned stone. And then we're going to need the attuned stone to make this distillery. And fudge, I honestly expect it to be so much further along in this mod pack already. But obviously, it's just such a tedious process that we couldn't quite get that far, which does suck. And of course, the lag doesn't help as well. I'm just going to blame the lag, honestly. I know you shouldn't blame the lag, but today we're going to, because it's very, very frustrating. So let's just grab the gold. What else do we need? The gold and the iron, I believe. Could be completely wrong. And my inventory is full. My inventory is full. Let's just get rid of the crafting table pet. You can join your other friends over there. And the iron. And in order to make the distillery, we needed 4 bits of iron. Okay, cool. We need to grab a block of iron and do it that way. God, today's episode is just not going my way, guys. I hope you guys still are enjoying nonetheless, but it's really just not going my way. The lag, just everything's been a bit of a problem today. But anyway, in the future, hopefully we can do some really cool things with the distillery and everything that we're going to be able to make from the distillery. But let's just craft it right here, right now, and call it a day today, I think. After we craft this, and I'll quickly put it next to the altar and see if we're getting any... Okay, I thought I was going to get that attuned stone back for a moment, but it doesn't look like I did. That's okay. We can keep working our way. Oh my God, actually, we're going to need so many whiffs of magic just to make the attuned stone every time. And I'm pretty sure for the poppet shelf we need 4 of these things. So that's a little bit tedious, but oh well. Let's just quickly sleep it off right now. Sleep off the nighttime. If the lag is good, I think it wants to work for me. Excellent. Let's just quickly put down the distillery next to the altar. Now, it doesn't have to be right next to it, but we do need it. And actually, I'm very thankful that I got this Wither Skeleton Skull a while ago. The reason being is this is one of the things that you need to boost the altar. And actually, I'm pretty sure I have another item that'll boost the altar as well. I didn't even think about it. We got it a long time ago back from one of the Pac-Man, and I'm pretty sure it's still in this chest here. Go away, the egg. I'm pretty sure it's still in the chest here if we open it up. The chalice, there it is, the chalice. I'm pretty sure that item there, I completely forgot that I had all this stuff as well. We've already got a whole bunch of poppets, and we've already got a death protection poppet, which is sweet. So we can add that to the shelf once we make it. But yeah, we can go add... Please get out of my way. We can go add this chalice and also the Wither Skeleton Skull to the altar, and it should give a little bit of a boost in power as well, which is really, really cool. So in order for the distillery to work, we basically did this whole episode just to get the distillery. It doesn't have to be right next to the altar, but it does need to be, I think, within 10 blocks of the altar or so. So we'll just put it there for now, and yeah, if you see that, if you saw that little red cross there that was there a moment ago, that means it's not getting enough. Power from the altar, but thankfully because it's right there, it is getting enough power. So at the moment, the altar is 538. Now I want to see if I add the chalice, how much does it increase? Whoa! Check that out. It doubled it, and it almost like times it by 1.1. We got to 1614 from 538. That's insane. That is so much more power. And if we add the Wither Skeleton Skull, how much more are we going to get as well? 1614, and we're going to get 2,690, so it pretty much doubled it again. That is so cool. So basically, the more power that you have in the altar, the quicker the distillery will distill stuff. But guys, unfortunately, that is going to be the end of today's episode. I need to go figure out what's up with this lag. I hope you guys did enjoy the episode. In the future episodes, we will look into making some actual protection poppets and stuff like that, and also look into cursing some of the people on the server with like some pranks and stuff. But I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure you have a good day. Take care, and Jaeger out. Bye, guys.